Alright guys, in this lesson I'm going to be showing you how to publish an article over onto your site. Now this is actually very straightforward. It is literally just copy and paste, but I'm going to walk you through it regardless. So we'll come over to post, we'll go to all posts, we'll go to add new. So we'll give that a moment to load. I might have mentioned before, when you set up new sites, newly hosted sites, they are pretty slow. Once the sites are set up, once we've listed out all our content, then we can go further and optimize the sites for speed and loading times and optimization for the images and the content over on the sites. Okay, there's so many different things you can optimize. It does get really technical. For now, we don't want to worry too much about that. Right now, we just want to get our site built up. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you in this lesson how to publish a post. So select your post, find the one you'll be publishing. For me, it's this one over here. And take the title, plug that in the top. Then go back and take the content. And then just plug that in here. We have to take these links, alright, and we can visit them one by one and plug the image in here. But before we do that, I just want to set this article up. Okay, I will take that first heading out because we have health benefits and use of CBD as the title of the article. Okay, and right here I can make this a heading instead of a paragraph. We'll keep that as heading 2. Now let's talk about some of the major health benefits of CBD. Okay, so we'll say that and then we'll start listing out. Now each of these are actually a heading. Okay, this is where we would make our lists, alright? We would split page, so we have to create that as a heading. Okay, and I'll be using heading 2s. We can most certainly use heading 3. It's a bit smaller and it may just look a bit better. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the heading 3. Now this one over here we'll keep as a paragraph. I don't want it to split the page over here. I want this to stay as part of the introduction, so every page will hold this section and it'll explain to them what CBD is. Okay, so cool. Now we have to split these up. Alright, I'm literally just making headings over here. I'm going to turn these all to heading 3s wherever I want to change a page. Alright, I want to go to the next page. I'll do heading 3. And before you get approved by Google AdSense or any publisher network, we will not be splitting our content into different pages. We only will be doing this once we are approved by the publisher networks, because the publisher networks, they don't necessarily agree with the splitting of pages, but once you are approved by them, they can do with letting it slide if you are providing high quality and valuable content. So that's our heading set up. Okay, now if we wanted to split into pages, we'd come over here on Smart List and we would say we want to use a Smart List 6. And the title tags using heading 3 because we use heading 3. If we use heading 2 throughout all the split pages, we would select heading 2 over here. But we use heading 3, so we'll select heading 3. And I want it to go ascending, so 1, 2, 3 pages rather than 3, 2, 1 pages. Okay, and then that's that. And then the final thing we'd want to do is we'll take the links, okay, that we've been provided, and that's because I request the writers to bring me images too. And so then we'll take that link. Okay, 1 second, let's just take that right back there, and we remove block. Okay, and we come over here and then we can insert that image. Alright, then over here you could explain, you know, what the image is about. Woman sitting at a window. That's what alternative text is. So if somebody couldn't see this image, it doesn't load up on their side, it would just give them a text overview of what that image was about. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. Now we can take this link once again and just copy, and if we just return to here and we remove this block, okay, boom, go beneath this, we've added another image. Then we could explain this, man taking blood pressure potentially. Okay, treatment of skin acne. Let's take this next image, place it in here. This is the beauty of having your writers find the images for you. It just saves you a lot of time. So now I don't have to find the images. All I got to do is go over to the link, copy and paste them into the site. Now I believe that image was for this. Actually, nope, it wasn't. It was for the skin acne. Woman with skin acne. Okay, great stuff. And we'll remove that block, and that's it. That's our article done right there. If we just click publish, there is one thing missing, and I'm going to show you that right now, and that is simply going over to the document and adding a featured image over here. So this is about CBD. So what we can do is go over to Pexels, type in a CBD, okay, and let's give it a few moments. Okay, and boom, we have this image right here. We can use it, and we got commercial right. So if we just come over to desktop, I'm just going to save this as CBD featured image. Then come back to the new post, go to set featured image, go to upload files, go to here, desktop and CBD featured image. Alright, we don't need to add an alt text because it's a featured image. Its only purpose is to be there as a featured image. Okay, so that's great. We click update, and now we can view this article. Okay, and by the way, I'm going to show you now how this will present in multiple pages, because we set the heading 3 tags up with the smart list settings at the bottom of the post editor, and if we hadn't, we could keep it as one page. So I'm going to show you how to keep it as one page, and at the same time, you know, how we set it up into the multiple pages. Alright, so we'll come here. As you can see, this is point 1, and I just need to do some font settings, the post content, and increase the font size for the content after the headings. The introduction I talked about at the start of the content, and the rest of the content is split up into multiple pages. Obviously right now it doesn't look nice because the font size of these paragraphs over here is small. I just need to edit and fix that, but aside from that, you can see how it's been split into multiple pages. It looks pretty decent if that was the right size, and it's very straightforward to do that. But let's say at this point you don't have a Publisher Network approval. We're back inside the post editor. Now all we want to do over here, let's just say we're not approved by the Publisher Networks. We don't want the pagination right now. We don't want our content split into multiple pages. We simply come over to here where the smart list is, select no smart list. At this point, just click update, and you will be able to see that right away. Let's just go over to the preview, that this article no longer presents itself in multiple pages. Okay, so now it all presents on one page. That's a bit better, and because this content doesn't include, you know, too many words, then if we were to split at every single point, there wouldn't be that much content per page. So it may be better to, you know, on short articles, 700 words or so, maybe split into 2 points per page, and then you might have some, you know, less pages. At the same time, you got more content per page. There's more reading, less clicking, seems a bit less spammy, and more of value to the reader. That's how simple and straightforward it is to publish content on your site. Play around with the fonts, the font colors, etc., the bolds and italics and the underlines, however you want to structure your content. That's totally entirely up to you. But what I just wanted to show you here today was how to publish the content and how to set up pagination on your post when it's time. But that's me, Abdullah Ashraf, for this lesson. If you do have any questions, make sure to reach out, and I look forward to catching you on the next lesson.